Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach, and today I'm talking about your heart will mend and you will win. So if you have recently got broken up with or been rejected and you just feel like your heart has just been like raked over the coals and you've got like this low self-esteem, you're not feeling really good about yourself, and you feel like maybe your ex is one, this person that's rejected you is one, you don't feel attractive, you feel pretty down in the dumps, and perhaps your ex has started to move on already, perhaps they monkey branch to another person or they're in a rebound relationship. And when these things happen, it can make you feel really crummy, especially when the person that you love is, potentially being romantic with someone else and having sex with someone else. It's not great. It's not a great feeling, right? So essentially what needs to go on here is you need to think about how you can mend your heart, how you can feel better about yourself. And one of the best ways that you can do that is you need to assign a new powerful meaning to the breakup. Once you assign a new powerful meaning to the breakup, and the new meaning that you put to the breakup is more powerful than the feelings that you have about the breakup, that's when your heart will mend. So for example, you may see this breakup as a new potential to, adventure for yourself. Like, okay, great, now I can go out and meet new people. Now I can go out and start this new chapter in my life, and you feel generally positive about it, right? You may assign that meaning to it. Or it could be, okay, well, I was in that relationship. There were a couple of things I didn't really like about that person who I was with. And now I know in the future when I meet new people, I'm no longer basically going to be looking for that kind of person. I know what kind of people to avoid now that that situation has happened. So you got to basically learn the lesson in the relationship, or assign a new powerful meaning to it in such a terms of like, okay, well, this has opened up the doors for me to have a new and different interesting life. So that's how you can mend your heart. That's how you can mend your broken heart, by just thinking about the breakup in a different way and looking at it through a different lens. Not the pain lens, not the heartbreak lens. Look for it in a more positive way and assign a new powerful meaning to it. Okay. And another way that it can really help is that you need to have some time off from relationships, especially if this breakup only happened recently. Okay, so if you was with someone for, let's say, a couple of years, let's say like over a year, then you'll probably need at least another year or a year and a half to get over that person. If you was only with them for a few months, or let's say like 6 months max, then you probably only need like a few months to get over them before you start dating and seeing other people. Okay, start seeing new people. So that's really important. So if your ex, for example, has gone straight into a rebound relationship, or they monkey branched or whatever, then you really win by having that cool down time. Because if they're in a new relationship already, then they brought the old baggage, their old bad habits from the relationship they was in with you into this new one, right? Whereas you're taking time, you're relaxing, you're just like, okay, I'm just going to let my heart mend, I'm going to do things that interest me for a while. I'm going to show that I don't need a relationship to be happy. Because if your ex is already in a new relationship, for example, that shows to me that that person is very, very insecure, and they don't feel comfortable being single. They don't feel comfortable being alone. And that's a very insecure person. But you're a secure person. You're not going to wait around and just get into the first relationship that you find. You're going to have some time to chill out, to relax, to do some things that you want to do for a while. Perhaps you've got some goals that you want to work on, And also you may be looking back and going through your older relationship with a fine-tooth comb and figuring out, okay, what did I do wrong? What did I do right? What are the things that I'll do better next time? When I find someone else, when I find someone new, what kind of attributes would I want them to have? Would I want them to have these things, some of the same things? Or do I want some things removed? Perhaps your ex, for example, was passive-aggressive, wouldn't communicate when they were upset. Excuse me. And let's say, for example, they gave you the silent treatment. Okay, well, maybe now on, you're like, okay, well, I'm going to find someone in my next relationship who's not going to do that. So it's always a good idea to go through the old relationship to figure out what you really liked about that person, what you didn't like, and how you can kind of like construct a new perfect person in your mind as how you'd want them to be and how you'd want them to behave. And then when you do go out in the dating world, you know what you're looking for. You're not just going to settle for the first person that gives you any interest. You're going to figure out, and try and have like a navigation system to the person that you want to find who is your ideal, and you're not just going to settle. Because what I found is that a lot of people take more consideration into buying a house or to buying a new car or figuring out where they want to study, right, which college or university they want to study at, than they do with a partner, right? And what you got to understand is that this person that you're going to be with potentially is going to be like someone who you're with for a very long time. So you want to make sure that it's someone that you like, someone that you enjoy, someone that you can stand being around for more than 5 minutes. Because a lot of people go by looks, right? And that, oh yeah, this person's really hot, I really fancy this person, and that's great, that's it, I'm set, that's the person I want. But you can find someone who you're super attracted to, and also someone who's actually good for you too, and someone who you can be good companions with and good friends with too, because you need both. Okay, you need to be attracted to them, and you need to actually be good friends as well. Okay, so you can enjoy each other's company. You've got to have the similar interests, right? So you can enjoy each other's company. Because there's many couples that I know that don't have happy marriages, don't have happy relationships, because they have different interests. And they don't spend time together because each of them hates each other's interests, right? So you've got to have the same kind of interests and enjoy the same things. Excuse me. So it's all about figuring out, what kind of person do I want to be with? What kind of person do I want to be in a relationship with? Okay, now that this breakup was actually a benefit to me, even though it sucked when it happened, it hurt when it happened, I was heartbroken when it happened, but now I've assigned a new positive meaning to it. I've learned the lessons from it. I know what kind of new person I would want to attract into my life. You're now starting to mend your broken heart, and you are actually essentially winning the game, the battle with your ex, because you're actually going to find someone who is really, really good for you. Because it's very unlikely if your ex is in a rebound relationship and they've moved on really fast, that they're not in the right relationship and they didn't take enough time and consideration into finding someone. So that relationship is either going to end, that they're in, or it may be the case that they stay together the long term, but they're not very happy. But you're going to find someone who you can be with long term and really, really happy with, because you're doing the work. Because you are finding the right person for yourself, because you figured out what you want, what you don't want, and now when you go on dates, you're looking for those things. You're looking into those things. Okay? So your heart will mend, and you will win, and you will have a better life and a better romance with this new person than your ex has, especially if your ex has done what I said and gone into a rebound relationship. Okay? So thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to get in touch with me personally and you'd like coaching with me, then please go to www.christinelovers.com, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.